Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are live for Financial Fitness Friday. And before everyone starts jumping on me that I spelt financial wrong, I fast or fat fingered it, whatever you want to say. Dave was kind enough to point that out to me. And I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want to burn anybody this early in the morning. It's just, I want to just let it play out. All right. So that was a little Tim Walsey spirit fingers. I don't like that. Jeez. Fuck it. Anyway, so listen, here's what I want to announce, okay? First off, we are giving away a package worth $5,000. Okay. It is a done for you, okay? Build your business credit. And I will tell you that I probably work with 200 to 500 business owners each and every month. We see it all. And I would tell you that about 70% of the entrepreneurs that I see would need this. Very few business owners actually know about business credit, and even fewer actually build it the right way. Okay. And we'll get into what it does, but here's how you can win that package. All right. 1, join the group Better Business Financing. 2, add 10 people. If you add 10 people, you're included in a raffle. If you are the person that adds the most entrepreneurs to that group from now until October 1st, you not only get your business credit built for you, you get a one-on-one strategy session with me where I'm going to break down every area and aspect of your business. I'm going to put your business through the same software as the banks use. I'm going to show you how they're looking at it. And I'm going to show you how you can optimize it for growth and optimize it for any type of lending that you need. All right. That will be a game changer. The other way to win it automatically is just add 100 entrepreneurs to that group after you join. All right. And why would you want to join that group? Well, first off, 1, it's a free group. 2, all we do is teach you guys growth strategies, how to grow your business, what debt is good, what debt is bad. We will basically be doing a lot of live trainings in there as well. So you want to be in that group. It's called Better Business Financing. The link is below. Make sure you guys are getting on that. And guys, please share this episode. All right, so let's talk about why business credit is important. All right. Business credit is not something that you're going to go to a bank with and you have a 500 credit score and they're going to give you that $50,000 line of credit, guys. That's bullshit. It does not exist. Okay. I'm here to tell you that. So stop falling for that one. But business credit is very important. Okay. Number 1, it separates your business and your personal credit. All right. There's so many entrepreneurs that use their personal credit to grow the business. And what happens is when you're doing that, you're using a lot of your revolving trade lines, and your credit score, even though you're paying everything, could be in the low to mid 600s or even lower. All right. We see it all the time. And what you're doing is you're putting yourself in a position where you can't go out and get the right programs that you need. 2, it makes your business more valuable. Okay. A business that has its business credit built has trade lines. Okay. It can have the ability to grow faster because it gets more float. Having business credit will allow you to get terms from your suppliers, vendors. All right. Which means that you don't have to pay for everything in cash. All right. 3, having business credit will help you get approved for SBA loans, and it'll get you better terms on any type of equipment financing that you need, right? And that is why business credit is so valuable. And I can't tell you how many people that apply for that quick SBA program that we have, a quick 150, don't get approved. And it's because they don't build or have any business credit. So we have to go in, and then it takes us 3 to 6 months to get their business credit up. This way you guys can qualify for that. Skip that, guys. This stuff is super important. Okay. Especially if you are a business that is B2B or a business that is equipment heavy, meaning anything in the trades, any type of construction, any business that needs vehicles. Okay. You think logistics, you think manufacturing. It's a really, really, really big deal to have your business credit built. All right. And it's not something where you can go out there and buy some trade lines, guys. That's not how that works. A lot of people sell that bullshit. All right. I can't tell you how many times I hear of or see people buying shell companies, okay, because it's told that they have these trade lines, or people buy trade lines. Well, here's the thing, guys. Trade lines are great, but the trade lines have to make sense for your business. Okay. A trade line for a logistics company, okay, is probably not going to look right on a manufacturing company. And it's definitely not going to look right if you have, let's say, if you're in the trades, okay, because they would be using different items, they'd be using different places, and banks can tell. So basically, what you're doing is you're already, when you do that, putting red flags on your business. All right. So take your time, do this stuff the right way. And what will happen is your business will grow. And it's really, really easy. And there's a lot of easy companies out there that you guys can go and establish trade lines once you have your business set up. You go to Best Buy, Home Depot, Lowe's. You can go to Uline. I know a company, I'm friends with the owner. It's called Dash. It actually blows Uline out of the water, and they're super easy to work with. And basically what they do is they give you net 60 terms on all the stuff that your office needs. So any type of stationery, computers, all right, the same stuff that Uline has, but they actually sell it cheaper than Amazon. All right. And they give you 60 days to pay it. And they report to your business credit. But that only works if your business credit is actually established and set up the right way. All right. Which is what we are offering to do for you now. All right. All you got to do, join the group, add 10 people, you'll be entered to win. If you add the most people, you automatically win the package and you get a one-on-one with me. If you add 100, you're automatically in the running and you win. All right. So I'm trying to help as many people as we can, and we're giving this stuff away. Right. Just join Better Business Financing and add other entrepreneurs. That's as simple as it gets. Right. So Dave, you work with business owners and you work with consumers.
Yeah.
Right? 100%. What are your experiences with business credit, brother?
Well, business credit, I call it the gift and the curse in the Wild West, right? And the reason being is to explain this properly, right? Keep this in mind, guys. You should, full disclaimer, still have good personal credit, right? Yes. We're not going to sit here and say, hey, business credit, just because you have a business, it's the end all be all. Dude, I agree with you on the whole trade line thing, right? But that's the next biggest thing that's thrown out there. Hey, business and credit, and keep your business and business separated from personal. Yes, that's the key word, separate. But you have to remember there's a lot of stuff where they go together, okay? So you're not going to rock out EIN right away. Are there things out there? Sure. But guys, you got to be pretty much bulletproof for that stuff. In the beginning, and 99% of the companies out there now, you're not in that realm. So let's get that straight.
Well, I'll explain when you can get that wrong real quick. Okay. So what Dave said is absolutely true. Having great business credit does not excuse you to have poor personal credit. Okay. It does not. But if you get to a point where you have immaculate business credit, and by the way, if you're in the trades and you bid on government jobs, you need strong business credit, because if you don't have it, they won't let you bid on the job sometimes. Okay. No one knows that. That's the truth. So if you're working with the government and they're only allowing you to bid on jobs up to a certain amount, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, and they're not giving you looks at the larger works, that's why, because you don't qualify, because you don't have the business credit. 2, there is a way to build your business credit up so high that you actually can do equipment financing just on business credit. But you need 7 years in business. You need 14 active trade lines. And I think it's like you need a 90 Paydex score, okay, or Dun & Bradstreet score. All right. And if you guys want to go check your business credit, just pull up Dun & Bradstreet. It's really super easy. You just put your legal entity in there and you get it. And you just got to make sure all the information is right and reporting. Sorry, Dave, keep going.
No, you good, man. And yeah, like Jonathan's spot on with a lot of that stuff. Being that I call it the Wild West, is you guys got to remember this too about business credit. There's no regulatory arm on the business credit side like there is on the personal, right? The personal, you have the FCRA, you have FDCPA in terms of debt collection practices and so forth. Business credit's the Wild West. Look, if I want to look up your company, right? This is like what Jonathan was saying earlier, how it looks good for a business, say if you wanted to sell it, right? Anybody, keep this in mind, anybody can look up your company without your permission, okay? I could go to my buddy Bill James at Credit Safe. Shout out to Bill. Also, not to kiss his butt, but he's also a great guy. He worked many years at Dun & Bradstreet too. Taught me a lot about this stuff over the years. I want to go look up your company. I can make a call. I can pull a report. I don't need your authorization to pull that. I can see all your activity that you've done. Jonathan, what he's saying, not only the 7 years, 14 active trade lines. The thing about business credit that's different than personal, a lot of this stuff doesn't last as long either that personal does. Say if you have a late payment, right? Depending on the bureau, it could fall off in a year. It could fall off in 18 months. Whereas on the personal side, you're going to get jammed up for 7 years. Okay. So think about this. If you have a trade line now that's not active anymore, say some type of net 30 account, some trade line that's not typical like a credit card. One of the things with business credit, you should continuously try to build on it all the time. That's just my opinion. Some people might say I'm wrong,
Right.
But right. You want to get the 14 trade lines. I guarantee you within a year or two, probably if you're not doing something, half of them are going to fall off. Yeah. That's just the reality. It's something you really need to keep an eye on because again, it's the Wild West, man. There's no regulatory stuff on here. Businesses don't even have to report.
No, 7% of businesses actually report. Okay. That means 93% do not. And guess what? Everybody thinks, oh, I got an Amex, so I'm golden. That must be reporting. Amex doesn't report, guys. It doesn't report. And a lot of times, and this is the most messed up part of it, there are companies that will only report when it's negative. Okay. So this is something that you have to do. I'm serious, bro. This is something you got to do with intention. I'm not saying, and guys, listen, Dave and I are not preaching this, right? We are not saying this makes sense. We are telling you the rules to the game so you understand it. We didn't make the rules. All right. I think most of it bullshit. But the reality is this is the field of play that we all have to play on. And for you to be successful and for you to win the game, you need to know the rules and how to play the game. And that's what we're here to teach you.
Yeah. And the other thing too, guys, which and I get it. Listen, I'll be the first advocate to tell you the credit industry sucks. Like it does.
I think it's a scam, bro. It's a fucking scam.
100%. And what do you do for a living? I work in the scam industry, right?
Yeah.
But it's to educate you on how it works and how to navigate it right? Not to be another cog in the wheel and a part of the system. But you guys have to understand, right, this difference because a lot of people do associate personal credit should work the same as business credit. But you guys got to keep an eye on this stuff, man. Like you have to consistently look at it. The big thing is to make sure these things report. A lot of it, you have to there's some things you have to manually do yourself. Guess what? That's the way it is. Don't assume you're going to get a bunch of net 30 accounts and build tier one and be like, hey, man, I got these 5 trade lines. And then all of a sudden you only see one on there. And then you're going to get pissed off. And then you're going to be like, hey, what is this? What's going on? Why am I wasting my time and money? Why aren't you reporting? Again, you got to keep the key phrase, no regulatory arm. They don't have to do it, man. Because why? It's a scam. It's a money maker. It really is. Like, let's just call it what it is. Hey, you want to report? It's going to cost, Home Depot Pro some money to report that trade line. You want to pay to play? Let's go.
Personally, I think it's one step below the Better Business Bureau. Okay. It's not as bad, but it's still bad. Yeah. All right. Now, guys, listen, we've already been running this for a minute. So join the group, add people, win this, share this out, please. We appreciate you. And we're going to catch you on Mindset Monday. Take care.